This talk will be especially attractive to you if you are a GC or owner and you share the problem of connecting best-of-breed systems on your projects. Following this talk, I'd like to leave you with an understanding of the benefits of using technology to automate the integration, and also to provide a demonstration of the automation integration technology. So my name is John Egan, and I'm the CEO and founder at BIMLauncher. On the call, we also have Connor Alexander, who's the CTO and head of implementation of BIMLauncher, who you will meet later on. BIMLauncher is a leading provider of integration automation solutions for the AEC sectors. We work with customers such as the UK government, ISG, Balfour Beatty, Mace, primarily on large projects that are over 100 million in value. Some of the systems we connect today, you can see on your right. The problem that we're here to discuss today is as follows. You're an information manager working for a leading general contractor. When you receive a BIM execution plan stating that Aconex will be used as the CDE on the project you're tendering for. Upon questioning this requirement, the owner states that Aconex will be used as the single source of truth for all contractual deliverables and correspondences, and that your teams, including your subcontractors, will use the system at no cost to you or your supply chain. But you really want to use Procore. You've spent years embedding Procore into your operational model, and it now serves as a key facilitator for a wide range of construction processes. Your subcontractors have become accustomed to it, and you know that this will be the most efficient way to deliver the project and keep costs down. In previous projects, client team communications with your subcontractors has led to scope creep, and you've had to absorb the cost. This is something that you want to avoid. To maintain access to your project data upon project completion, you need to pay for Aconex data archival services or risk losing it. Something else you want to avoid. You've also heard bad things about Aconex customer support, complicated administrative requirements, and time-consuming training overhead. So following your decision to use Procore, the single CDE system on your project will no longer be the case. Instead, it has shifted to a distributed common data environment with both Procore and Aconex. And you have acquired an integration problem that you now need to solve. Per the BIM execution plan, you know that the contractual documents and correspondence will be managed in owner's Aconex, and you have a responsibility to ensure that your teams have everything that they need in Procore, including up-to-date approved drawings. So we go ahead and we meet with the project manager, and she says, if we use Procore, we use it like this. Teams need to access approved drawings and shop drawings. They should be sorted into sets based on their discipline. Metadata, including the review status, role, status, and originator, should be filled in as custom fields in Procore, so the teams can have the context in Procore to use the advanced search feature of the drawings tool. There are also some requirements that are unknown at this time, and she expects clarification on them at a future date. These include sorting drawings into their drawing areas based on their design package reference numbers. And we also may be required to assign the alternative drawing number value from the document in Aconex as the drawing number in Procore. And this is to meet the owner's document tracking requirements. Finally, new drawings and their revisions need to be uploaded and then published so that teams can access them. And she expects those requirements to evolve as the project progresses. Okay, so now the requirements for the integration have been defined. You are ready to consider the solutions. So we have refined the solutions into two main categories. The first is on the left is the option to perform the integration manually, and the second on the right is to use an automated out-of-the-box integration solution such as BIMLauncher. To compare these options, manual processes are extremely time-consuming and will require a dedicated skilled resource, whilst automated processes require no additional resources, and current resources can focus on doing more valuable work. These manual multi-step processes create risk due to incorrect, incomplete, or delayed updates to work from. And this means that your teams could work from outdated or incorrect data. Whilst with the automated process, your teams can trust that when they go to the Procore Drawings tool, drawings are up to date, accessible, and sorted into a format they're accustomed to. Finally, manual processes cannot meet the exact integration requirements set out by your project manager, and you will have to negotiate the requirements, which would result in an expensive and time-consuming change management exercise for the teams involved. Whilst with the automation solution, you will power ahead as there are no process change required, as requirements for your integration are met without exception. To further summarize, the manual approach increases cost, risk, and time required for project completion, whilst the automated approach reduces cost, risk, and increases the productivity for your teams on the project. With all of that said, I would like to hand over to Connor, who's the CTO and head of implementation at BIMLauncher, to provide a demonstration on how our automated integration solution responds to the requirements of the project manager.
Thanks, John. BIMLauncher is configured to continuously and automatically observe the Aconex document register for documents, and when it discovers them, it triggers BIMLauncher to transfer the documents through an automated workflow. BIMLauncher is completely configurable, and documents can be included or excluded from the workflow using any available metadata attributes in Aconex. In this instance, it is configured based on the project manager's requirements. It will be looking for documents that are document types of drawing and shop drawing and have a status of approved before transferring them to the drawing tool. Using the Aconex search tools at this moment in time, we can see there are 8 documents that meet the requirements. Before I start BIMLauncher, we can take a quick peek at the Procore drawing tool, which is empty of drawings. Now, I will go ahead and start BIMLauncher. One by one, we will see the drawings populate the drawings tool. Drawings are sorted into drawing sets based on any available and compatible metadata from Aconex, and in this case, we are sorting into sets based on the discipline. So let's go into one of the transfer drawings to see how much integrity is maintained during this transfer. We can see that all the information on the drawing has been translated automatically from the document in Aconex by BIMLauncher. Just like with the criteria to trigger a document to engage the workflow, the translation of the metadata is all configurable. In this case, document has been configured to map the document number to the drawing number, the document name to the drawing title, the revision date to the drawing date, the transfer date is auto-generated as the received date, and the revision and version number combined to make the revision of the drawing. BIMLauncher also supports translating to custom fields in Procore, and per the project manager's requirements, this workflow has been configured to translate a subset of the available attributes in Aconex for the documents to custom fields. For example, we can see here that the custom fields are created by review status, role, and status. As each drawing is transferred to Procore, it is created unpublished. BIMLauncher can automatically publish drawings in Procore, and we can see that this is the case here. Now that all drawings are transferred, let's see what happens when a new revision of a drawing has just been approved in Aconex. So we will go and change the revision in Aconex to bump the revision number and maintain that this is an approved document. Back in Procore, we can see that BIMLauncher has recognized the update and has transferred the new revision to Procore. From this point onwards, new or updated documents that meet the configuration of the project manager will be transferred, and you can trust BIMLauncher to always keep the drawings tool up to date with the latest drawings from Aconex.
Thank you, Connor. As we have just seen, we have demonstrated an automated solution that provides your teams with an integrated experience of working across both Procore and Aconex. This leads to both satisfied owner and site teams. Your teams get to use Procore, which is the superior construction project management solution, and the client mandate is checked. Productivity for your teams is increased drastically. No resources are required to manage information across both systems, and your data is always up to date. Any risks associated with incorrect, incomplete, or delayed data are removed, along with the risks associated with the owner communicating directly with your subcontractors. Not only is the automation more cost-effective than the manual alternative, you don't need to pay Aconex either for their expensive data archival services once the project completes. And you can leverage this automation solution in as fast as 1 to 2 days. To conclude, dealing with the distributed CDE on your project doesn't have to be painful. With an automated integration, CDEs can be connected and teams can continue to enjoy all the benefits of an integrated platform. So if you're dealing with these challenges, please do get in touch with us at BIMLauncher to discuss an automated solution for your CDE.